Walk with God show. My name is Miranda, and I'm going to be your host for today. Merry Christmas to you all wherever you are. I know that Christmas is usually a time for joy, celebration, happiness, but for those who are struggling to find that joy right now because of whatever circumstances that's going on around you, I pray that God will strengthen you and give you a reason to still find joy, to celebrate this happy season with us. So we are here today to just talk about Christmas, how the Christmas is going, and just to have fun about Christmas. So have a seat, join us, join the discussion. If you have any input, please, you can text it. I'm going to read it in the chat. So yeah, just sit back and enjoy. I'm not here alone. I'm here with my guest, as you can see. I have here with me Pastor Esmund Brobbey and Candice APPIAH. She's new here, so I'm going to let her introduce her beautiful self.
Hello, thank you, Matilda. Merry Christmas to everybody. Really happy to be here and be a part of this conversation. I'm Candice, and yeah, I hope you have a beautiful day and stay safe.
Alrighty. So please, if you haven't yet already, you can call your friends and family and wish them a Merry Christmas. It will be nice, because sometimes you guys like to do everything to yourselves. Please call somebody today. If you haven't checked up on this person, the name is just ringing in your head. Do yourself a favor and call them, because you never know. All right? So, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I also have here with me Mr. Harrison. He joined us online, so, the memory. Hi, Mr. Harrison.
Hi, Miranda. Can you hear me now?
Hello, Mr. Harrison. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And Merry Christmas. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, great. Great.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with you. How is your Christmas going today? I know it might be pretty early, but yeah,
Oh, it's good.
it's good.
I mean, if you've lived in the South, you know how Christmas can be. Actually, it's beautiful, beautiful weather. Like everything is fantastic, actually. So as for us here,
Mhm.
the Christmas is it started very well, actually.
Okay.
And this morning I had my Christmas fufu already.
Really?
So yeah, some nice fufu and light soup.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Did you go anywhere
right
nice
after
today?
this, I'm going out. We have some
Oh.
event outside, like with some friends from church. We are
Okay.
doing some get together to play some games and all that. So right from
Wow.
here, I
Fun.
just
Okay.
dash there. So
Yeah.
yeah, the day has started well. I know it will end very well as
We
well.
thank God. All right. Pastor Esmond.
To be honest, I don't know. I can't say same. I wish I had a place to go. I
You
wish.
do have a place
Where?
to go.
I
I
wish I had a
invited
place.
you to Love Fest at my church.
Okay, I'll think about that. But definitely, Christmas has been going. I mean, so far so good. It's going. I don't really have plans. No gift yet. I'm still
Oh,
there. But it's still good. I mean, Christ is the ultimate gift
right,
that anyone can get. So
right.
I'm glad the baby Jesus has been given to me, and it's for my salvation.
Mm,
So yes, that is something I'm looking forward to, and that's the greatest gift I have for
right.
right now. So
Mm.
yes.
We thank God. Candace?
So far, my Christmas has been really good. I'm surrounded by great people right now. Family's good. Everybody was up and moving around, fixing the house, so that was good. Um, and I think just like making it to this time every year is always really like important for me, just to
Mm-hmm.
look back and see how far it's come. So I always enjoy Christmas regardless of what's going on
Mm,
or what's happening. But
mm.
yeah.
Yeah, very important. All right. So, is there anything stressful about Christmas, you would say? Since you like enjoying
I
Christmas.
think gifts are the most stressful part of
Oh my
Christmas.
gosh, yes.
I think that the the way America in particular structures like
Mm.
the holiday calendar. You're
Mhm.
supposed to spend a lot of money in the end of the year, but there's also a lot of things that you have to take care of, like in regular life. So I think that sometimes like the importance that's placed on gifts takes away from just like what a blessing it is to be alive at the end of the year
Mm.
and to be able to go to church and do a carols night or to sit down and watch like a show with your family or just like have a good quality time with people that you really value.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I agree. The gifts is really stressful. What's that, Esmond?
Yeah, I agree. And sometimes it's not even the gift, but I feel like it's a season of giving, and everyone's expecting something. Like, so someone will just randomly just say hi, hey,
Hi.
Merry Christmas, and you'll be like, oh
You're
yeah,
like,
you
yeah.
too, and they come again, how are you? Something is wrong. You're like, and sometimes there's the budget. Maybe during this time you might be looking forward to other things that you really have to do with the money, but then it's like it's I wouldn't say it's like a compulsion, but it's some
It
kind of
feels like
obligation.
it.
Like you have to help your family, you have to do
Yeah.
this, and if you don't do it, they look at you different. Like so that there's the pressure. And I know during this time people have to go for loans, but please, if you're watching,
Hey.
don't get a no for gift. Give what you have. Give what you
Exactly.
have. So yes, I
Exactly.
think the gift part is the most stressful. Yeah.
Give what you have. Very true. Me, I decided not to give anything. I mean, I'm a big fan of giving. Don't get me wrong. I did a whole show on that. But this time around, I was like, oh, I'm broke, so I'm not about to like do anything extra just for people to be like, oh. Then I go back home and cry. But God showed up. He actually gave me some. I was like, okay, then I'm gonna give some out. Because you have blessed me. Why not bless others, right? Yeah. Mr. Harrison, is there anything stressful about Christmas? You would say.
Yeah. I agree with Pastor Esmond and Lady Candice.
Mm.
The gift part is not fun. Like that part can be stressful. It's like everybody is expecting something, and like it gets. I mean, with my life, if I had unlimited resources, it wouldn't be a problem at all. But given that we have constrained amount of resources, then it becomes you just have to prioritize. So this year we had to prioritize. Um, Not necessarily. If you didn't come in it, it's not that you are not relevant, but I mean, there are some people who needed certain things as against the things that we would just want to give to other people, and so we had to kind of make some cuts here and there. But don't worry, next year when I have the 1 billion, everybody will come in the budget.
Okay.
Wow, I would
Okay.
But
definitely remember this. I'm saving this video. I'm saving this video.
Okay. Thank you. Auntie Renee is watching with us. Hi, Auntie. She's my biggest supporter, and I love her so much. Merry Christmas to you. I love you so much, Auntie Renee. She said, Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you. Pastor Francis joined us. Hi, Pastor Francis. Merry Christmas. Okay, so has your feelings ever changed towards Christmas since you were a child? Maybe from like 2 years old as you were growing up. Did you realize anything different? Did you feel anything different towards Christmas, or has just been the brewing attire and the shoe? And Mr. Harrison, you can start with us on this.
oh, definitely, a lot has
Mm.
changed about Christmas
Yeah.
from since I was a kid. When you're a child, when hmm, we kind of deceived ourselves into thinking that, oh, I want to be an adult, and Charlie, if you're a child, where you don't grow. Because I mean, when you're a child and it's Christmas, it's real Christmas, you understand. But when you grow up, then you begin to realize how much of a responsibility it can be. um, that is on the social aspect. You realize that a lot of things are not as they are supposed to, or they were when you were a kid. You'd be expecting gifts from everywhere. Now you are the one who is supposed to give the gifts. As to whether you have or you don't have, that one it's nobody's business. All they care about is receiving the gift. So that aspect has changed. And then also, like when you're a child, your understanding about what the whole Christmas itself is quite different. Like all you know is that, oh, Jesus' birthday, we go to maybe probably go to church and you wear your there with some hat and those things, enjoying. But now it's more like meaningful as you get to understand what exactly it means, what salvation is all about. And I believe that that makes a lot of difference. And believe you me, every year when you read the Christmas story, you see something new. Whenever you go back to read it again, it's no longer like a story like it used to be, but now revelation after revelation after revelation. And I believe that though that is one major thing that has changed from how Christmas was at first, just going to church and enjoying the service, and then you come home and have some nice meals. Now it goes beyond that. It's about reflecting and reading the Bible and trying to understand certain things and how those things happened, and so that the story becomes much more meaningful to you as a student of the Bible. So I believe that in that way, the whole celebration about Christmas has changed for me, I believe. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Harrison. Candice.
Yes. I think that one thing I've become mindful of, I always say like I'm just so happy that God has blessed me with so much, right? I think that one thing I've become mindful of, especially like over like maybe like the last like 6 years,
Okay.
is more so that even though that this is such like an exciting time for so many people are actually hurting. I think that like given COVID and like the amount of death like people have seen in the last year, but even before that, and thinking of like people who like you start the year with and don't finish with, where you'll spend like the first holidays without them, or even like let's say friends or relationships that were once really important to you or that you valued a lot that like no longer hold that space in your life. I think that around that time of year, in the spirit of reflection, some people also that reflection also brings in emotions that aren't happy, and I think to be mindful of when you're around people like that, family and friends, and how to support them is something that I constantly had to reflect on. I was telling my friend the other day, I was in an Uber, this was after Thanksgiving, and I asked my driver, like, oh my gosh, how was your holidays? And he was like, it was horrible. And I was like,
Oh,
I never, like,
yeah.
if you ask me, I'm like, it's good all the time. So, like, I never really think about the ways in which people are having a difficult time and the ways in which that I could better support them. So that's something I try to constantly like reflect on and do better in. But yeah.
Yeah, very important. Pastor Esmond.
Yeah, so I don't think Christmas in itself has changed, but what has actually changed for me is my environment, because I wasn't born here in the US, and in Ghana Christmas is Christmas, like everyone is lit and very happy, and here people don't even care. They are not so focused about the Christian part of Christmas. They only thinking about the giving a gift and like making it like a public holiday, just for the holiday's sake. Not nothing about Christ. So that the context has changed. But in Ghana, it was all about big Christ. Everyone is a Christian. You have to go to church
Yeah.
on the 25th.
Yeah.
Here there's no plans. So I think that has actually changed. So the feeling has changed. So seeing videos of people in Ghana right now, I'll be like, wow, I wish I was in Ghana. So that's what has changed. I think my environment has changed, and wherever you go, there's different, acceptance rate and different things, towards holidays and things like this.
Yeah, very true. Okay, so I think we might have already answered this question, kind of, but why not? Do you prefer giving gifts or receiving gifts? Be honest. I'm gonna go first. I actually prefer giving gifts. So, like I was saying, like earlier, I decided not to like give any gift today because I didn't have any money, and thankfully God showed up because I was like, I really want to give, but I don't have. So and I can't force myself. So I think God just looked like, oh, that beautiful heart wants to give out. Why not bless her heart so she can truly give? And I appreciate that. I did something really different tonight. I mean, this time around, it wasn't really about family and stuff. Yeah, family was part, but it was more people I meet outside because yesterday I was on the train. We went out to Times Square and stuff with my mom and my uncle, and on the train, like a lot of homeless people. And I've been doing research about that last semester. Like I get so heartbroken when I see that. It's terrible. It's really terrible. Imagine this cold weather, sleeping outside every
No
day,
shoes, no clothes.
no clothes, you know, people looking at you like you are nobody. You
Yeah.
don't even know their story. They probably had a lot. We never know what happened to people. And I was just sitting there and reflecting like, I mean, this is not the right thing to say, like because somebody is not doing well, so like you're happy. But thinking of how far God has brought me, and I have a place to put my head. You know, I have a shelter. I have a roof on my head. It's such a good thing that we look over it, like we demeanor that stuff, but it's really, really such a crucial thing to acknowledge or be appreciative for. So, yeah. But yeah, back to the question. Do you prefer giving or receiving gifts, Pastor Esmond?
To be honest, I end up giving more, but I don't think I have a preference. If I get it, why
Fine.
not? I'll definitely take it. But if it doesn't come, I don't really force people. Hey, I'm not gonna text you again because you're a bad friend.
No.
I don't put pressure on people.
Yeah.
But once I get it, I'm like, yeah, why not? Good things are good. Like everyone enjoy having good things. But then if I get it, fine. But then I rather enjoy giving out because it looks like there's so many people that is not in a position that I am. So yes, I end up giving more, but I don't have a preference. If you have any gift for me, bring it.
For sure. Yeah, I don't think I received so much. I think it's just Auntie Ursula and my mom, right? Yeah, but it's not a big deal. I mean, better things ahead. I mean, baby, I'm arguing and I'm crying. It's not about receipt. Like I have too many things on my head, like to be acknowledging. Oh, you didn't give me anything. Oh, you didn't give me something. I mean, are we kids?
Like, for real.
All right, Candice.
And I think to add to what both of you said, like, I would say my preference is gift giving because everything I need, I already have, right? So like, if,
Okay.
right, like everything I need, I have, and like if I really want it, like I can work towards like getting it to some extent. At least the things right now that I have my eye on. But I think that a lot of the times, like giving a good gift comes from listening to people and just like it's not about going all out. Like let's say somebody's like, oh, like gas is so expensive. Like maybe paying for a full tank. That's my gift to you. And like, I brought a solution to the table that works. I
That
think
gift.
You need it?
I need that.
so like it really depends on like if you're a good listener and like the type of how you view the importance of gifts. Like for me, Christmas, like I give gifts throughout the year. It could be like a Wednesday. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I was thinking of you and I saw this and I think it's perfect for you, Miranda. So I got it for you. So like,
Yeah. Bless your heart. Yeah. Thank you. Mr. Harrison.
I I I like buying myself gifts. I should say that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'll know what I want, how I want it, like you know.
Yeah.
But you see, this the hard truth. Sometimes a lot of like the gifts, they are not things that you need, or um sometimes they you end up not using them. So I appreciate the gesture. I love the gesture of somebody wanting to give me something, but I prefer to give. you know, I be GMB there, you understand. Like Candice said, literally, what I have, I think what I need, I think I have
Hey,
most of them
I need to
except a jet, and then maybe some billions of dollars. That one, yeah, if you want to
wow.
gift it to me, I will accept. But I mean, I have a beautiful wife, I have a
mm,
home, I have, like, you know,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
I mean, it's not a big deal if I don't receive a gift. I think I like to give, but not just giving to anybody, but usually the people who need it. Like Miranda was talking about the homeless and all those people. Look, there are people who are suffering in this period. And I would really want to encourage that if we want to give gifts, let's not do like, I don't know how to say this, but the kind of nhwehwɛnimu giving. I don't know how to explain it. It's like this person, Miranda. I know Miranda. Miranda is my friend. I know Nana Harrison is my friend. Even if the person doesn't need this, I have to go above and beyond. Those people, you can give them a simple gift. Like if you gifted me, let's say, a pen, I'm appreciative of the gesture, but there are some people that your gift can bless. Like, for example, somebody that I was so surprised to learn that even this Christmas period, there is a single mother who cannot afford a single meal for herself and her kids. And these are kind of the things we should be looking out for, and the kind of people we need to be blessing with our gift, so that, like, just putting a smile on a face like that to make sure that they have been able to afford some food even in this festive season. I believe that is more important than like receiving anything. If you can buy me the new Genesis, I think they released some new SUV. If you can buy that one for me, I will appreciate it. Or maybe $1 million, that one too, fine. But other than that, Miranda, the money you receive, is it up to 1 million? That one,
I know, right?
please, mm-mm. 1 million.
uh-huh.
Hey, Mr.
Oh, don't say it like a some who money be. It's
It's
not
not
here.
who.
It's not who like
It's
that.
not.
Relax.
Hmm. Candice, I'm kind of still surprised at the statement that you made. You say you have everything that you need. So, like, what?
I think that like it's along the lines of like if I think of gifts, I'm thinking of things that like it could be material stuff, but all of these things like have some sort of expiration date. Like
Hmm.
shoes, they get bad eventually. Like the bag is scratched
Dresses.
up. Like I'll gain weight and can't fit into the clothes, or I'll lose the weight and the clothes is not for me anymore. I think that like when I think like if I was to wake up today and it wasn't Christmas, what do I need to do? I need to get stuff done, like in terms of going to work and like making sure that like I'm working towards something. But like I don't feel that like anybody can gift me what I feel like I need from this life. If it's to grow in a certain way or to hit a certain goal, that's something that's personal for me. But in terms of like anything that could be provided for me, I don't think that there's a solution to unless you're trying to pay my student loans. Like,
Ooh, heavy on that.
like I don't think that there's. I think a lot of times in life, like things that we want and things that we need, kind of get confused,
Okay.
right? So like, my family is good. I'm healthy. Like, there's food. We have heat, hot
You have a
water.
job.
Like, I have a
Yeah.
job. I finished school. Like, I'm looking for what's next. what else do I need that somebody could give me? Like, I don't know.
Hmm.
And maybe it's a very strong statement, but I don't know.
You have Jesus
Yeah.
too.
Like, I wake up, I'm like, God, what should I do today? He'll set the path up. I'll think I'm going one way, and then I end up in the other side of town doing something. But, like, it's always a good day. I wake up the next day, and I'm like, wow, another one. Like,
Day 2 begins.
Unfortunately, I can't say that. Like, I don't
Right.
have all that I
don't
need.
have all I need.
Yeah. No.
and, like, maybe I'll update that. Maybe right now I'm in a very elevated sense of being, but...
Okay. So, I saw this post, right, that I posted because it was just so powerful. It was a pastor that posted it. She was saying that, because, like we all have said, people might have stuff going on. So they might try to, like, isolate themselves, Christians or even non-Christians, because of that thinking, oh, I don't want to be happy because I've been there before this year, this recently. It's like, oh, I don't want to be, why should I laugh? Like, why should I be happy? Because, like, things are not going on right. So I don't feel the reason to be happy. I need to be isolated so I can cry, so I can be sad. Do you feel that's a good thing, or even if you have stuff going on in your life, you need to still be able to come up? Because I feel like at that point you're really vulnerable, and if you start isolating yourself, listen, things come into our minds quickly. You can do stuff quickly, and so I personally I feel like even if you have things going, I know how hard it can be, but you still need to be able to do something for yourself or be happy. What do you think, Pastor Esmond?
Okay, so Christmas is a time of reflection, and a special season. But it's definitely not a time of worrying and being, I don't know, like being stuck at home, in isolation and all of that. That is unhealthy, regardless of the time of the year. Regardless of the season, it's not healthy to be alone. It's not good to be alone. But then if there are issues, and let's say, what we talked about, maybe there's stress from getting the gift. If you are facing that, talk to someone. Talk to someone. Don't never isolate yourself. It actually makes room for the enemy to bring stuff in your mind. So isolation is never a good thing, regardless of the time of the year. And we should remember that, yes, if you want to be, by yourself and reflect. I know people like that. I used to be a part of it. Growing up, there was growing up, it wasn't ideal. There wasn't a lot of money at home and all that. So Christmas, people get special treatment. I wasn't getting, I get the, regular clothes, but sometimes that'll be it. And I'll be seeing other kids with their guns and, different stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, I want that. But I never had that. So it made me sad, right? So growing up, sometimes I wish I had it. And sometimes my grandma would be like, oh, we don't have the money. And that made me sad. But there was never a time I would just hide myself and, worrying about, I don't want to be born. I want to end. No. I don't go that extreme. But yes, there are many people that had past bad experiences, but then we overcame it. And right now, as I call him the professor, Nana Harrison said, I will buy myself my gun. I'll buy myself my gift.
Yeah.
Whatever I want, I will get it, So yes.
Yeah. Very important. I actually have a friend who lost someone today. So it was like, it could be hard.
Yeah.
It could be hard. We get it. It's really tough, but still find that, need to be able to not celebrate, because it won't be ideal to do that, but be happy. What about you, Candice?
I think it really just depends on the circumstance and the
That
person.
too.
Because, you best. For me, for instance, I'm a crier. Like, if
Yeah.
it's,
Oh.
I can't. I
Yeah,
can't.
I'm gonna cry.
Like,
I'm gonna
I
cry.
can't. So, if I know that, I'm already in, a space where, the slightest thing, it could be a song that I hear, then it's like, I don't know if I want to be in a place place where everybody is happy, and then they have to kind of stop what they're doing in celebration to kind of check in if I'm okay. Because, like, I will be okay eventually, but for right now, I'm not. And that's okay, too. I think, like, we also have to honor all of our emotions when they're happening. Like, don't try and compartmentalize and put anything away, like, too quickly. Because when you do that, things, like, build up, and then you find yourself being easily agitated and easily triggered. But in the same token, I think that, like, if you're at a point where, like, the waterworks are not flowing, like, freely, helping and surrounding yourself around love is one of the best ways to heal, you know what I'm saying, in any instance. So,
Yeah, I agree. Thank you. Mr. Harrison.
I think that personally, I don't worry a lot. Yeah, my wife knows. It's quite difficult to get me worried. It's just because I understand very well that everybody in this world has problems, no matter who you are. Somebody's problem may be food, somebody's may be clothes, somebody's problem, like Bill Gates, his only problem is how to spend the money. And if you think that's not a problem, it's a huge responsibility. So I don't think there is ever going to be a point in a person's life where there will be nothing to worry about, or no, that would be unrealistic. I won't sit here and then lie to people that, oh, because we are Christians, everything is going to be fine. Everything is not just going to be fine, because Paul said that a thorn in his flesh, a messenger of the devil, was sent to buffet him, lest he exalt himself above measure. So even sometimes, because of pride, God would allow us to have certain weaknesses. And it's okay. You see, when it gets to the point where you understand that every phase in which you are is temporary, then you would be able to embrace and live. My advice to everybody, don't postpone your life, in the sense that all we have is tomorrow. God has not promised tomorrow to anybody. All we have is today. That's what I'm saying. So if you refuse to live today, when you don't know whether, because nobody knows God's plan as to whether tomorrow will not come. We all hope and pray that we'll be able to see tomorrow. But tomorrow is also another day like today. So as we are entering, let's say 2022, people are going into 2022 with a lot of expectation. The year does not know it is the year until you make it. So I feel, although there are those problems, the problem should not prevent you from living. The most important thing is salvation. Once you are saved, hey, there will be ups, there will be downs, there will be things you need, there will be things you want, unfulfilled dreams, but they are all okay. You need to understand. And I'll share this example. When I was way younger, I lost a brother, my oldest brother, who was very close to me, like we're very close. And when the incident happened, I was asleep. And then I heard people crying in my sleep, so I woke up. And then I went out of my room and I saw that, the atmosphere in the house isn't that good. So I went to my father's study, and then I picked the Bible from his desk and I started reading. Everybody was there crying, and my father was staring at me strangely. I said, wow, that's interesting. because he was the priest. At least he wasn't crying. I could see he was sad. But I think he was moved by the fact that the first thing I did was to take a Bible and start reading. So he asked me to share what I was reading with all of them. And the reason why I was sad that I would never see him again, but I knew where he was going, because this guy was on fire for God. You understand? And I really understood that, no, it was just God who had called him. And so in that instance, although he would be absent in the body, I knew that definitely this guy would be present with God. So it did not move me so much to sadness, but to look at it as from the perspective of it being the will of God. As whether he was killed by witches or whatever, I don't care. But I believe that once he was born again, saved, it was the will of God that he should be called home. So I feel that although we face problems, the effect it has on us depends on the lens with which we want to look at it. So it may be a very big problem. People may be running helter-skelter. Every time I'm asking my wife, why are you stressing yourself over this? It's nothing. Because of the lens I am looking at it from, I'm not trying to downplay that, but I feel a lot of times we think with our emotions rather than using our heads to think. And whenever we do that, we get into isolation, we get depressed. I will never be depressed in my life.
Amen.
I'm telling you. It's not because I am super rich, because the people who are depressed go to, Beverly Hills. Those people living in $1 million mansions, they are the ones depressed because they don't know God. It's the fact. If you want to look at people who are really depressed, you realize that the rich folk are more depressed than the poor people. Yeah, because the poor, we live simple. Hey, why did I say we live? They live simple.
Yes.
They live simple. I take it back, I'm not part. But you see, yeah, if we allow the problem, it will eat you up and eat you up and eat you up. But the thing is, everything is temporary. No matter what happens your way. I have seen a lot of difficulties in life. I've seen a lot of challenges. I've seen a lot of successes. They are all temporary. You can be celebrated for how long? A week. It dies off. Somebody else's accomplishment comes and overshadows yours. So nothing in this life is permanent. So whatever you are going through, if there is no money in your pocket, look at your pocket and tell you, it's only temporary. Tomorrow you shall be filled. And move on. Go out. Have fun. Come on. Yesterday night I had to do something. As I'm talking to you, I have some things I need to submit and all that. But hey, it's Christmas, for crying out loud. Those publications can wait. As long as it can't kill me, I won't stress myself. Yesterday night, my wife would tell you, my friends came here. We played game out till like 11 p.m. Yeah. Meanwhile, I had the work sitting down waiting for me. But there are times you just need to take a break for yourself, just to enjoy yourself, irrespective of whatever is going to happen. As I'm talking to you, this is my ball. When I finish, beautiful. Our weather, right now we are in like 70 something. It's very beautiful outside. I'm telling you, we are going to play volleyball, everything. And my wife is making jollof. If you've eaten her jollof, you know it's mwah. Yes, we are going to have fun. So in your own small way, try and make it work. You understand? And Miranda, you were saying you have so many things on your mind. You are too young.
I'm
Yeah.
not too young.
No. I mean, why do you want to stress yourself with so many things on my mind? Come on, it will make you look old though. If you want to look like 50, keep thinking. You know, life is a day at a time. try and live it like that and trust God to lead you. Me, because I know where God is leading me. Once God has said that I'm going to be a billionaire, come on, Madakra.
Mr. Harrison, thank you so much. I think I have to come and spend like maybe a month at your place, because. Okay, so I'm just going to pick this from what Minister Henry. Merry Christmas. I know this is just random. Thank you so much for stepping up for me last week. I'm going to pick this question from last week just because it's so interesting. So, the birth of Jesus Christ, right? Mary got pregnant, not by Joseph. How would you feel if you were Joseph? Like, more than what? Your girlfriend or fiance or whoever just comes to you be like, I'm pregnant, and it's not with any other guy. I just got pregnant, and it's by the Holy Spirit, and I have baby Jesus. Pastor Esmond, guys, so I'll start with you.
Okay, so the thing, it's bounded by the faith that he has. He knew God and believed in God and know God works wonders. It would have been different if he was not a Christian or anything. Then, like, that, who is Holy Ghost? That kind of thing. Even the angel came, who are you? That kind of thing. But it's like me praying that God can provide. And I pray for a miracle, and the next day I get a miracle. I just know that I believe in God. I know He's capable of doing supernatural things that blows the mind in the natural. So yes, but I would be like, Mary, how many times did I? And I actually be like, Joseph did the perfect thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you read it from the Bible, we feel so spiritual, highly spiritual. If I was Adam, I would not eat the fruit. If I was no. Yeah. I don't judge anyone in the Bible because we could have done worse. I know many of us, even after the angel, they were still divorced like that. But
sure.
I think there was enough conviction. Joseph was thinking about it. I always knew Mary as a virgin, and everyone is speaking highly of her. So I don't know. He went to bed thinking about these, and the angel appeared. So I think that is exactly what I don't think I would change anything, man. He did great. I would also be confused. Mary.
Somehow came there. Yeah, man, I dreamed that. Are you sure, Mary?
Yeah, I'm like,
I believe you.
Did, so I don't think I could do anything better. Maybe I can do worse.
Maybe, like you said, if we weren't a Christian, I'm sure people would be going crazy. They be going crazy. You think the same, Candice? Yeah.
I also feel like maybe from my reading of it, I was just like, Mary handled the news pretty well too.
She did.
Because granted that we're not talking about the same thing. I'm like, babies are expensive. I didn't plan for one, and here I am
with a baby.
What do I do?
What do I do?
Yeah, but she was really cool, and I think that, like Esmond said, I think with the angel coming to Joseph, and just the way that the story unfolded, it kind of just shows that we can plan, but God decides. And God's plan is what's going to override any other plan we have for our lives.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. All right, Mr. Harrison. I just know something is coming up.
Oh. Let me make on Monday, God willing, if I go on Heavenly Dew, I'll be talking about Joseph.
Okay.
Because I feel we haven't been fair to him.
Oh.
Because it's not easy. I really applaud Mary for the boldness. See, because me, as I'm sitting here making noise, I can't be Mary. Neither can I be Joseph. Now see even Zachariah. He cried, he was a priest. You are there, you've been betrothed. And see, if nobody knows the Jewish law, it was actually a death penalty for a virgin betrothed to somebody to even go and have an affair with someone in the first place, not to talk about being pregnant. So by Mary accepting that, it was like signing her own death warrant. That's why she said, I'm the servant of God. May it be done to me according as the Lord pleases. So she herself, she wasn't sure whether this thing was going to get her killed or not, but she just availed herself. So it literally tells me that Mary was ready to die just so that the prophecy will be fulfilled. And to Joseph, the uncelebrated one. You see, after going through this, first of all, you've betrothed the lady, you haven't taken her, and then she's found to be with child. It means that, hey, Joseph, you couldn't even take your time to go and bring this woman to your house. Now, she was in her father's house, now you've impregnated her. That alone, knowing very well that it's not even yours, you have not even known her until she even puts to birth. Like, in our generation, maybe 1 out of 100 men, or maybe 1 out of 1,000 can be Joseph. Because it's so, how will Mary tell me this story? Me, as I'm sitting here, the analysis I would do, pie chart, I will come inside. I will assess. Now, there is big data. By the time you realize, I'm coding to see how it is possible, the possibility of you getting pregnant as a virgin. Like, given that nobody has heard it before. At least we had heard of Sarah, she was old and she gave birth. Hannah, but virgin birth, nobody had heard it before. So that one there, I'm sure even artificial intelligence cannot predict that model. So, I mean, as for Joseph there, I really respect that guy. Yeah, seriously. Because honestly, had it not been for Joseph, Jesus, that promise of Jesus coming from David's lineage wouldn't have materialized. I know that some people say that Mary was also from the tribe of Judah, but come on, if you were a Jew, you know that we don't do matrilineal stuff here. So he needs a paternal lineage. And even Mary was said to be the cousin of, what do you call it? Elizabeth. Elizabeth was from the tribe of Levi. So at best, Mary was a half-breed. You let me not preach my sermon for Monday. But I mean, Joseph, that guy, I really respect him.
Mr. Harrison, we will see you. We'll watch you on Monday.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll watch you on Monday. Oh my gosh, I'm smelling some chicken, light soup.
Fried rice.
Something.
It's making me hungry, and oh my goodness gracious, Lord, have mercy.
Man shall not live by bread alone.
Okay, last one before we go. Can you share with me and the viewers the best Christmas experiences you have? If you don't have one, you can say coming up. What's it?
To be honest, I don't think I have a conscious, decision or whatever. I told myself, you know what, this has been my best Christmas yet. But looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to, maybe getting married, having my own kids, my own Christmas tree, and kids, out the gift, they match.
Yeah.
I think
So you can take the photo shoot that don't work out because some of them gonna be crying and
Yeah, I'm actually expecting God to come through for me in that way. But in the past, trust me, my past was not ideal. It's not being perfect. Like I don't for Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't think my family can get me a gift or anything. I don't care about it.
Yeah.
But moving forward, I know what I want.
Expecting greater
That's what
things.
I'm going for, yeah.
Good. God will surely come through.
Definitely.
He will. Candice, you got everything you need, so I'm sure you got the best
Yeah,
one.
I guess right now, I'm sure that her box is not open right now.
I think that the best is yet to come. But I think a really good Christmas, when I think of it, was the Christmas right before COVID and everything. I think of being in church and singing, I feel I call, and then like everybody's dancing, no mask, and like I was about to like go study abroad, like everything just seemed, I was just like, wow, like life is a movie, like, you know what I'm saying? So I think like that, and I'm really excited for a time in which we'll be in a time and space where like we don't have to worry about being sick and who's around us, and just be around each other again wholeheartedly and like enjoy that, because I love being around people. So I think like when I'm able to do that and just like we're laughing and I'm greeting people, that's when I'm like the happiest.
Good. Mr. Harrison, best Christmas yet? I mean, now that you're having Auntie making jollof rice, I'm sure you've already had your best one. I mean.
Oh, the best is yet to come. Come on, Miranda. I'm going to be a billionaire. No,
Oh my goodness.
And I believe it.
relax, chill, cry. But I think I agree with Candice. The Christmas before COVID, oh, that Christmas was super. It was amazing. Um, at least we all didn't know what we're getting ourselves into. But nonetheless, I think that would have been the best Christmas
Yeah.
so far. I think this year is also great. But that year, my wife and I, we went to Europe. So that Christmas we were with my father-in-law, and like we spent some time in Spain. We went to Paris. We went to Netherlands, Germany, Switzerland. It was beautiful actually, and we also got to like spend some days at my sister's place in Germany. I mean, I think 2019 Christmas so far,
2019 Christmas.
it's been amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe I hope to repeat it when COVID is over.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So
No, wait, what about you? Your
Me?
best Christmas.
okay. Candace, what did I say about? I think the first year that I got here, because it was different, but because Ghana, the way we celebrate Christmas in Ghana is different, but it has even changed because now everyone is trying to be big girls and big boys. They don't do no knockouts. Like I'm like, where did this all go? It was so fun. And we would meet the whole family chatting, but here it was kind of different because like, oh, you go out because Ghana, we don't have anything like Times Square or or Hudson Yards or those beautiful lights and stuff. So yeah, I think that year and last year as well. Last year was so fun for me too, cause yeah, I started receiving Ellie birthday gifts during
When's
the
your birthday?
Christmas, February 10th.
Nice.
But this year I didn't hype it that much, so I'm just chilling this year because we got better things coming up. So like the birthday can hold, Yeah. But yeah, I've definitely had some great Christmas experiences. We are all expecting um, better ones as well because about to grow up, pull up in the oop. Range Rover or what, Tesla or yeah, and then with the so many gifts in the back of the car, just open it up, everyone just come in, grab what you need, grab what you want. It's going to be amazing, and I pray God blesses all of us. So any last words before we go? Because my time is running out. I got plenty of stuff to do, you guys. Yeah, yeah. Like when you log off, find something to do if you haven't already planned. My church is having a Love Fest. You're invited. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure if you just take a train. Only $2.75. It's not only. If you don't have money to take a train, just text me, chat me on Facebook. I'm gonna give you $5. Take a train. Go to Times Square. Like. Kobo when you saw a comb. I can't say that in English. You're gonna see people. You're gonna be happy. Okay. I want everyone to be really happy. It's important to me. Very important. And I don't think I will see you all before 31st. So please, 31st night, I know there are so many events going on, but go to church.
Yes.
Like me power show. Me how fine. Please, me the cook.
Dropping the ball.
Go to church. It's very important to spend that last hour, last minute in the presence of God. You might not see the importance, but it is very important. Go to church. Makacho. Okay, any last words, my panelists, before we leave in here today?
No, thank you so much. It was really fun.
Okay.
Yes.
Pastor Esmond, any last words?
I mean, what I'll say is that don't put pressure on people to give you gifts. You don't really know what someone is going through right now. So just take it easy. Check out a simple text. Just take it, with good faith. Like maybe someone cares about you. Don't put pressure on anyone to get you anything. You might not know what they're really going through. But stay blessed and be safe. If you don't have any fun place to go, sleep. So yeah, just hang out with family and friends, and that will be good.
Candice?
Yeah.
Mr. Harrison, do you have any last words?
Yeah. I mean, it's been wonderful. I've enjoyed the discussion, and I'm enjoying the Christmas. I pray that everybody does that too. Um, I don't know. We all don't know what 2022 would bring. As much as we're expecting the best, it's only God who knows. So stop postponing the Christmas. Oh, tomorrow I'll be happy. Next month I'll do that. Come on, enjoy yourself. It's as I sit here, the best I can do is to say something that will make you laugh. But aside that, the true joy would come from you yourself, from your own heart. So try and, like I said early, overlook certain things that are pulling you down, especially in these times, and get around people who love you, whom you love. Find something interesting to do. Make memories, something you can look back to and then say, oh, this year was worth um, celebrating. So, amen. Merry Christmas to everybody. Have fun. Me, I can't wait to go and play my game. I'm in a hurry to go and do that. And I'm expecting, a friend of mine is bringing, you see this Ghana ampesi that they do, and then they grind everything in there. Ayua, and they put Kobe and those things. Yes, a friend of mine is bringing some. So, as for me, the Christmas has started. It started with fufu. Can you imagine? Fufu in the morning. When I finish eating, I went to dress and come to sit there. That's why I'm making noise. So the fufu will go down ahead, and I can go and face the other things in the future for today. So, so I mean, enjoy yourselves and Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, and thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed and at least find a reason to be thankful. If you were feeling sad, we acknowledge your feelings. We acknowledge that things are not, maybe they're not going on well, but it's important that you be happy as well. But important, por favor, va a iglesia. Spanish people will understand. Huh? Understand? Good. Thank you so much, Pastor Esmond, Candice, Mr. Harrison. I really appreciate it. Wouldn't have been this one if it was just me sitting here talking to these lovely people. But you made it fun, and I appreciate your time. God bless you. And I will see you all same time next week. It's going to be New Year, so New Year discussion. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
Long live the world in sin and error pining till he appears and the soul felt its worth.
A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices.
The honor, praise, and new and glorious morn. Down on your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices. When Christ was born, all night divine, all night divine.
Hey, if you know God is a good God, come on. Everybody put your hands together. If you know He's been good, lift your hands and say, you were good, Lord, yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody say, Lord,
I'm here to sing
my praises for all,
praises for all you have done.
and I will